Warning, this show contains naughty language, adult themes, and may contain mentions of Scientology. Listener discretion is advised. The church is not affiliated with or endorses this show in any way. Oh, little one, my little one, come with me, your life is done. Forget the future, forget the past, life is over, breathe your last.
No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions.
Doesn't even make sense.
Are we in agreement that the world is flat?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
We're on the
fair
same page.
enough.
Yeah, both fine. Yeah.
A man named Stingy Jack who repeatedly trapped the devil and only let him go on the condition that Jack would never go to hell.
Oh god, I hope you make it to the ER with like pumpkin seeds stuck in your...
Have you guys heard of the Mandela effect? Did
Yeah.
Curious George have a tail?
Apparently not.
No.
But
fair
we
enough.
all remember him
A
having
lot
a
of
tail.
people remember him with
Well,
a tail.
of course, because you remember a monkey having a tail.
Elmo wants to tell you about how to make a super strain of HIV!
Welcome to Monkey Goo and Other Delights. My name is Trevor Heasley. With me is...
Sean Larson.
And...
Not bourgeois.
Alright, so... But before we actually start the show, I got really fucking pissed the other day. And you know what? It's still actually kind of carrying over. You're familiar with the restaurant Shakey's, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
The restaurant. There are air quotes there.
Well, it's a pizza parlor. During the day, they have lunch specials, like a cafeteria type setting, right? All right, so I'm waiting in line to get my chicken, fried chicken. It looks fucking delicious, right? The soda machines are just to the side here. So I reach over, I grab a little bit of soda, and some fucking like little 15, 16-year-old shit goes right in front of me. Now, I'm a 43-year-old guy, and I'm not gonna start shit with a 15-year-old. So I let
16-year-old. Wait, we're not talking about
whatever.
anything.
I let him cut in front of me. This motherfucker, after knowing he cuts in front of me, gets to the chicken, pulls out his phone, and starts taking pictures of it while everybody's waiting. He's doing fucking selfies in front of the chicken.
Oh, Shakey's chicken?
Should I have said something to him, or should I just wring his fucking little
Hashtag
neck?
E. coli? I mean, what's it like?
I mean, what is the point of taking picture of the food at the fucking cafe thing?
E. coli.
At least put it on your plate and then take a picture of it. Like, I couldn't eat the chicken knowing that the chicken I'm about to chow down on is on Facebook. I just couldn't do it.
Man, I would have still eaten the fucking chicken.
Oh, I fucking hate people.
Are you talking about how you're upset that 16-year-olds don't validate you?
No, it's just not even just that. It's just like a lot of people. Like I walk up and down my block.
People don't say hi.
Yeah, and it's like someone will just be like,
your
"Hi,
topic. Yeah.
how's it going?"
You're
And then
upset.
boom.
Okay.
I don't like
but
to say
they're
hi to
the
people.
They're most of the rude ones. They're the more rudest of everything.
I
I
don't
sort of
like...
gauge people when I walk up to them. I look at them and I see whether or not they may want to say hi. And then I look at them and then I smile. Hey, how's it going, man? And a lot of times I get, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Like this really cut off, like, I think it's social media. Like 5 years ago, I used to walk around and say hi to people and smile. They'd be like, what's up, dude? Or like a girl, I'd smile and she'd like smile back like, hey. Now, I mean, I don't know if I got ugly or some shit, but like I'll walk up and smile and people will be like, Like, the place I work, they'll edit that out, please. They're starting to smile back when I'm like, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, how's it going to people? Like, boom, I just say hi to everybody and they smile back now, unless they're awful cunties. What's my pet peeve?
See, I'm the kind of person who will walk down the street with headphones in my ears, not listening to music. It will be completely silent. It's just because I don't want to say hello. I don't want people to come up to talk to me. If they see me with headphones in the ear, they usually leave me alone. And sometimes, every now and then, a motherfucker will tap me on the shoulder. I'll have to pull out my headphones and they'll go, do you know what time the bus comes here? I'm like, bitch, the fucking headphones are in. Leave me alone.
Oh, see, I was about to say, I like to fuck with people who have their headphones in and really look so antisocial and introverted. I like to walk up to them, tap them, and be like, can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Up your ass to the left is exactly what I would say.
Like, well, let's get there. I mean, don't tease.
In fact, I actually did that the other day. A car pulled up beside me and asked me for directions, and I'm a huge fan of Impractical Jokers, and one of their things is anytime someone asks them a question, like where is something, they always say up your ass to the left. So, of course, this lady pulls up and goes, do you know how to get to the mall? And like we're like 4 blocks from the mall. I could see the mall from where I'm standing at.
Just tell her.
I did. I told her, you go straight up your ass and then to the left. And she thanked me and drove on.
She didn't hear you say up your ass to the left. She thought you were legitimate.
You're going to go straight up your ass and to the left.
That's
actually... Thank you.
Well, you know what? Maybe she just found out she's into anal play. You know? And she's like, that is a wonderful suggestion. I'm going to put my fingers up myself now and then make a left. I will both have my fingers in my asshole and be at the mall. Win-win.
I did find out that we actually have a secret listener, a friend of mine, a very I don't want to say uptight, but a very religious gentleman who is highly Christian, listened to one of our shows, and I didn't know it, and I was talking to him about being a part of another podcast, a true crime podcast.
He was just chastising
At the very end of the conversation, he goes, oh yeah, I listened to Monkey Goo, and I went, oh, you did? What'd you think? And this, like... religious guy, the guy that I know like makes religious films, goes, sometimes it's okay to go ass to mouth if you don't know who they are.
That is the best answer. Fucking slow clap. Going too fast.
I know. I'm not good at rhythm and beats.
Yeah, no, you're not. Yeah, I've heard you fuck before in the other room. That's gotta be
doesn't
awful.
work.
That's gotta be awful.
Like, there's no rhythm.
Oh. There's more rhythm to your punches.
Yeah.
Like,
Dump. Dump.
We've also been
gyrating rhythmically, like
like a seizure and shit.
Those poor women.
Do you find though that like when somebody does, like, even though you're not listening to music and somebody taps you on the shoulder and makes you pull them out, do you act offended, like you're interrupting the shit that I'm listening to? I find myself doing that. It's like, I'll stop the music and pay attention to you, even though I'm not actually listening to anything.
You know what? I've not had that happen. So, I mean, if someone had done it to me, I'd be like, huh? Like, what? I mean, is this an emergency or something? I mean, if me and some other person there and they're fucking lost, they need directions, they gotta tap someone on the shoulder and be like, hey, do you know how to get to this place? I get it, you know? Yeah. But, I mean, if it's just like, hey, man, did you see the new episode of freaking Grey's Anatomy? And be like, go fuck yourself. And no, I did not see the new episode of Grey's Anatomy.
I've never watched behind, that. Sir. I mean, I've never watched it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not Mikey.
We have a friend who likes that show.
Yeah.
All right, so this is our Halloween episode. We got to get back to Halloween.
Oh, okay.
So, Matt, we have discussed earlier a poem that you and I both like.
Yes.
I was introduced to it in the movie. It was called Identity, right?
Identity, yeah, with John Cusack and Amanda Peet.
I love that movie. The movie's so rad.
It actually turns out that is a real poem, and it dates back to 1899. It's called Antigonish by William Hughes Mearns. It's called The Little Man Who Wasn't There. And we're going to have Matt go ahead and read the poem.
Interesting fact, 1899 is a 99 you're allowed to fuck. Anyway. An 1899 is a 99 you're allowed to fuck. Anyway. One that's under 18.
Okay, next question.
Just fucking read the goddamn poem.
Wait, hold on. Oh, before we start that, you gotta do it just right. Right.
Yesterday upon the stair, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Oh, how I wish he'd go away. When I came home last night at 3, the man was waiting there for me. But when I looked around the hall, I couldn't see him there at all. Go away, go away. Don't you come back anymore. Go away, and please don't slam the door. Last night, I saw upon the stair a little man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Oh, how I wish he'd go away.
In my research for this, I discovered that David Bowie is a fan of this poem. If you know the song, The Man Who Sold the World, the lyric is, we passed upon the stair, we spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there, he said I was his friend. So I think that song is
he's riffing off of it. It's really cool.
Well, he's the guy on the stair who wasn't there.
Yeah,
so it's not from the writer's point of view anymore. It's from the guy who wasn't there's point of view.
Cool.
I just discovered that today, and I thought it was awesome.
David Bowie just gets better and better. I mean, he's always better. I mean, even now, he's still fucking better and great and awesome.
Well, he gets better and better until he... Oh, wait, that's the other guy that died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to be like, he can't really get better and better anymore, dude. The cancer kind of got him. Like,
his last album, though,
He's
was
dead?
awesome.
I was thinking, no, I wasn't thinking, what was his
David Bowie?
David Bowie. David Bowie's dead, dude. And
He died, yeah.
He's
Yeah, but
dead.
dude,
He
his,
is?
Yeah.
his,
When did this
He died
happen?
like 3 years ago, dude. It was really
dude,
sad.
he came out with an album like days before his
Yeah,
death.
that's like
called
he was like
Black
doing
Star.
like Star Search or some shit.
No, man, he's fucking dead.
I gotta pay attention to news.
He's
then.
not getting better and better.
There are fires that are going on, and I had no idea this
If
was
anything,
happening.
he's getting a little worse.
He is now
Probably, yeah.
Halloween
Yeah.
decoration.
Yeah.
His condition is not improving, let's just say.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Whoops. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Toys R Us went away. That was a shocker.
It came back, though.
It did?
Not David Bowie. Toys R Us did.
Oh.
Toys R Us came back. They were like, just kidding. A lot of people think it was a marketing ploy. It may have worked. More power to them.
I'd go to a David Bowie concert.
Hey, I constantly tell people at bars I'm gonna die, mostly women, because guys will just fuck you anyway, and it's a marketing trick that works 100%.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it depends what you're dying of. If you're like, I'm dying of AIDS, you're probably not going to get laid that night.
Depends on the bar.
Yeah, we've been to some fucked up places.
Okay, I really don't think that's a fact. But,
You never know. Some
yeah, right? Like,
hey, you too? Sweet, let's go.
the
I'll be
other
like,
red
what?
door. What happens when those fuckers have key swapping parties?
Let's create new streams today, kids.
The
Today
red
on
door.
Sesame Street.
The
How
red
to
door.
create a super bug.
Elmo wants to tell you about how to make a super strain of HIV.
First, kids. Oh,
And second off, Elmo would like you to not tickle me if he's telling you this story and you can relate.
that thing is so creepy.
God, that thing's creepy, dude.
Oh, man.
I swear that thing indoctrinates kids to be okay with pedophiles. Like,
Well, you know,
anybody walks up to you in a fuzzy furry suit and goes, "Hey, kid, do you want to learn about special food and get in my van?" Like,
wasn't the guy who played Elmo accused of molestation?
oh, dude, I don't know, man. But
I remember
Everyone-
a
everyone's-
story about
everyone's
the
rolled dice.
guy.
yeah, man, you roll the dice. Anybody involved in child rearing.
I see what you did there.
Sorry, anybody involved
Very
in,
punny.
in taking care of kids. Anybody who does that, there's a 50-50 chance that they want to touch their bottoms. So
Not necessarily.
not a 50-50, but like I feel like a lot of people, it's statistically true. A lot of people who get into that line of work want to fuck kids. That's just unfortunate. And look at the priesthood, look at the Boy Scouts, especially the religious organizations where you are in charge of kids, teachers, like any guidance counselors, like any of the shit where you are trusted with children is attractive to two types of people: really good people and people who want to fuck kids. It's like that's it. It's only two types of people. I don't know if it makes up half. I doubt it makes up half. Thank God. Probably makes up more like a hard 15%. And when I say hard, I mean, but
So, Halloween turned pedophilia night.
So we're gonna get back into the Halloween
kids in those
facts.
sexy costumes.
Ay. And this is monkey goo.
That one with the Transformer costume, I was like, that shit's rad. And the was like, get away. And I was like, why? The costume's awesome.
Don't
Like,
put your kid in a costume and
don't-
just ask for it.
Don't
Like,
go away, sir.
Transformer costumes seem really popular. I went down to West Hollywood and there was a whole bunch of Transformers on the corner.
Yeah, a bunch of
I think there were guys though. I'm not sure.
All right, kids. Just to give you all a heads
So,
up,
I thought I'd say it again.
we
I don't
might
know,
get
it's-
funny at some point
At
in
some
time
point, dude.
during
I'm
this
really tired
episode.
now.
It ain't gonna happen. We're
Yeah.
not gonna get funny. So we might as well just get into the facts
this
of this
is really-
Halloween show.
Yeah, let's just
All right,
we're doing
let's do
Halloween.
Halloween facts.
This
Halloween
is like a
facts.
more serious
Halloween
show.
fact number one. I'm going to dispute all these.
Halloween fact number one. Halloween
evidence.
goes back more than 2,000 years. It started as a pre-Christian Celtic festival called Saman, which means summer's end. Originally, it was held around the 1st of November. It celebrated the final day of the harvest and the crossing of spirits over into the other world. People in Ireland, United Kingdom, and Northern France would ward off ghosts by lighting sacrificial bonfires and wearing costumes.
Incorrect. Halloween was started by Greg.
Who was Greg?
I don't
know.
You're talking about the kid from South Park.
I don't have a follow up.
Immigrants helped I fucking can't speak. Immigrants helped popularize the holiday in the U.S. Yeah, I'll just go with it. When the Irish fled their country in the 1840s due to the potato famine, oh, that must have been horrible, they brought their Halloween traditions with them. By the 1920s, the holiday, the mischief, reached an all-time high. Some believe community-based trick-or-treating became popular in the 1930s as a way to control the excessive something or in
Why did you scroll through it?
Oh, because you know what? Because like I'm actually realizing as we're reading this, I'm realizing how textbook this sounds,
This might be the worst show we've ever done.
and how absolutely bland
I say
this
cut.
fucking
It's because we
sounds.
took 2 weeks off. That's the problem.
Yeah,
You know what?
we took a little hiatus.
We shouldn't take hiatuses. We're not
Yeah.
good at it to begin with.
Fuck
and then
the Halloween
we
facts.
throw breaks. Like,
Yeah.
no, I get to
Three
read
of
one Halloween fact. Let me find one. Was there one involving Boris Yeltsin, or did I just?
Possibly.
Well, then I'm.
Could be. I just feel bad for the Irish when that potato famine hit. I mean, that's like the staple of their diet is
I did
whiskey and potatoes and hitting their wives. I mean, that's
Here
a
you go.
staple of their diet.
I don't think you can eat hitting your wife.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey Matt, do you know anything about
Tomato, go
candy
fuck
corn?
Candy corn
Let's
is awful.
pretend I haven't written down the answers for you.
Wait,
and
did you just say
well,
something
hold
about
on.
candy corn?
Candy corn. Well, here's what I know about candy corn. It the urban legend goes that it has been recycled every year since its inception because no one eats that shit.
I eat it.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking delicious.
I love it.
I love candy
You're
corn.
not a human.
It's
You're not a human
the
being.
best Halloween
corn's
treat
awesome.
there
The
is.
only type of people
How
who
dare
love
you.
candy corn are two types of people: idiots and Michael Jackson.
I would put candy corn like under my gums, so it
And
looked
make
like I
it
had
look
little
like
candy
teeth.
corn
Yeah,
veins.
that's clever, man.
And then I would some at the
loves that.
bottom and I go, ah, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I get like 10 of them like in my mouth. I'd be like, ah, rah, rah, rah.
I'm sure you fill your
Right.
van with all the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came to my garage. What?
This is again devolving it. Why is it okay? So we took a hiatus. The first episode was all pedophilia jokes. Now we took a hiatus and we're back to it.
Back to square
we're just
one.
Back to square one. Like we lost
We
all of it.
completely lost like the whole
Like
thing.
all of our momentum, man.
I believe.
and now we're back to our default humor, which is kid touching.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not good at this. We should find some new jokes. Nah, they're not as much fun.
well, no, you have to find new jokes because the other jokes turn 18, and then you gotta, they age out, man. Like,
How fast do you think you can carve a pumpkin?
all right.
Oh.
you know what I love about high school girls? I get older, statutory rape.
I drive a Lincoln.
There's no context for that. There's no context for
I
that.
still laugh at Matthew McConaughey. Oh my god, that show is so rad. Sorry, it just reminds me of it.
So welcome back to pedophilia, tongue-in-cheek, no pun intended, and other delights.
Hey, hold on, those facts are actually kind of very bland.
Yeah, those
I
facts.
didn't really care for them. Like I like writing them. Like it was one thing, but
Did you know that?
I don't really want to
Oh,
steal.
that's the cutest kitten.
Wow, go back.
Okay, the internet can't see this kitten right now unless they have the internet.
Tiny black
Wait, that's a
cat on
paradox.
top of a.
So we're gonna go into different Halloween facts. These might actually be a little bit better. Jack-o'-lanterns. Do you know where they came from? Do you know?
Someone
Do you know
else's
why
porch.
we carve faces into pumpkins?
So that you can get the seeds out and then fuck a face.
I'm gonna go with warding off like spirits and shit because this is how it seems to be.
Yeah, warding off spirits.
Seems
part
to
of
be a
it.
thing.
So getting out the seeds and fucking a face was a secondary answer.
So
Yeah.
originally in Ireland, when the jack-o'-lanterns first started, they were using turnips instead of pumpkins.
Oh, those are creepy. Seen
Now,
'em.
it's based on a legend about a man named Stingy Jack who repeatedly trapped the devil and only let him go on the condition that Jack would never go to hell. So this guy somehow caught the devil and let the devil go on the condition that he will never go to hell.
Please tell me there's a metal song about this.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Like, right? Like,
When Jack died, however, he learned that heaven didn't really want his soul either. So he was
Thanks.
condemned to wander Earth as a ghost forever. Now, the devil gave Jack a lump of burning coal and a carved out turnip to light his way. Eventually, people got wind of this and started making their own jack-o'-lanterns. That's why it's called a jack-o'-lantern. Because some guy named Jack was using a carved turnip to light his way to the underworld.
Nice.
And that's why we
I thought it
carve
was
pumpkins. Right, now, the origin of
I
trick-or-treating.
leave the seeds in, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Extra
Oh hell yeah.
lubrication.
No, extra fucking texture. Are you kidding me? I'm all about the extra texture.
Oh god, I hope you make it to the ER with like pumpkin seeds stuck in your dick. That'd be like the best
No,
right
you
there.
jam them in there as like a. That's what before you even get up in that shit. You jam them in there to plug the hole so that you don't get them in there.
Science.
Yeah, that's science, man.
Trick or treating. Where do you think trick or treating came from?
Hungry kids.
Pretty much. We want candy or the depression. I think that's what came with the
Pretty much.
depression. Like, who likes Snickers? All of us.
Yeah.
Who can't afford them? You, Dad. You're Catholic. Okay, let's go out. Like, October 31st, here we come. Like,
We eating good tonight, kids.
Well, originally it started with kids and poor people who would go door to door.
holy shit.
We got this.
No.
They would knock on the door and they would get like treats for saying prayers for your loved ones who have died. And so that's actually where trick or treating started. Was people would want prayers for their loved ones, so they would give treats out to poor people or children who would say prayers to the ones on the other side. Now we're just like, fuck you, give me candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten pretty
Go
selfish.
figure. It's
about
only
these things.
taken people like about if this trend started in the 1920s or 30s in America. It's only taken them. I'm dyslexic. I'm not going to do the math. This many years to figure out that it's a fucking racket.
Yeah.
Like they don't need to give out free candy to people. Like
Oh, it sucks, dude.
go
Like,
fuck yourselves, poor kids.
when we
Like
were kids, like every door you go to, like,
every door was
candy,
there.
Candy,
Everybody
candy.
decorated their house.
Didn't matter where you were.
It was a recession. 2008 hit. Everyone stopped.
I don't.
And now they haven't come back. Like it's sad, dude.
Over here, Burbank, like Chandler, like Long Chandler and those side streets.
Dude, go to
that
Toluca
goes
Lake.
up there.
Go to places
Toluca Lake
with
out
money.
here. Not really.
It's fucking bumping.
Not really. No, I mean people say that, but like you go to like Pacific Palisades, yeah, because everyone there all have kids.
That shit
They all
burned
have
down
this,
just now.
So
That
they
shit
do
just
all that.
burned down.
It did?
No, not the whole thing.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'm
Just
like,
the
damn, I'm
hillside.
really out of touch.
For some reason, in certain places, like that shit, your town's gone. Pacific Palisades did not burn down. I wonder why.
Yeah, they're just like, we have 4 fire departments on each corner.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit ain't
We're
going
on
down.
it. Like,
Yeah, trust me.
Or tax dollars? It's not your tax dollars. It's the tax dollars from neighboring fucking counties, and you know it.
Yeah,
Like, you're
they're
borrowing
badass.
from poor people. Like
And they have the most shittiest cell phone service over there too.
That's so
because
weird. Oh, 'cause they
cell
don't want
towers
towers.
are unsightly. Yet
Where-
they're all
where-
okay with this. The
where's
fact
this?
that they can barely make phone calls on their cell phone that they're on 24/7.
That's because your house kicks so much ass. Landlines are fine.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to leave anyway.
Yeah,
You're
they
like,
are
my
pretty
house has a
badass.
fucking view. Oh, I went to a house today and did catering for this fucking house in the hills for one of the agents at my old office. That fucking house was pimpy. It was a tri-level fucking mansion, like old school though. It started off as a 1-story that actually was entered from the street below, and then they converted it into like 2 more stories. And you can clearly see downtown LA. It looks like a giant view of downtown LA.
Wow.
Like the mountains, like I'd show you a picture, but the picture doesn't do it justice because the lens doesn't, it makes it seem far away.
Oh.
No, this shit looks close up as all fucking hell. And you're like, oh fuck, dude. You wake up from one room and you just look out your window, there's downtown LA filling the window.
Damn.
And you're just like, dude, this is, and it's in the Hollywood Hills. So it's like, let's say a good 1/8 of the window is downtown LA. You know?
Oh,
And you're just
man.
looking at this badass view. You're wandering around this house going like, but there's no central AC. And it has maid quarters.
Okay, wait. It does not have central AC.
They will work on that.
They can
That
afford
is-
maid
it's a-
quarters, but no AC.
Hold on. Well, that's the thing. The dude who
Most
lived
of these
there,
houses do.
you should have seen his room. He kept his main room because he became infirmed as the tiniest room. And then in the walk-in closet, he built a shower that if you don't pull the curtain, the shower just walks into another fucking room. Like, he built it all weird. And like what the realtor was looking at, she's like, I know. But it's a badass fucking house. And as soon as someone jams some central AC and puts some fucking windows in that shit that can actually keep in weather, like, and it's gonna be fine because it's gonna sell. It's in the Hollywood
They're
Hills.
gonna tear it down.
They know
They're gonna tear it down and rebuild it.
they're selling it for 1.99.
Yeah, and they're gonna tear it down and they're gonna rebuild their own house.
Oh god,
That's
I
how
hope
it
they
works.
don't, dude. I hope they don't. It's such a cool
That's-
property.
that's how it works
It's
up
so
there.
unique and cool. Here's what I do. I would not tear that shit down. I would insulate it, put in new windows, and keep it exactly as is. Because it is so fucking. I'd renovate the inside to make it look more Art Deco, like mid-century modern old world Hollywood. Because for some reason this guy renovated the kitchen in the '90s, and it just looks like what Jay from Jay and Silent Bob could afford
Nice.
in the '90s, right after his first paycheck. Like that's what,
Oh.
and he went, All right, man, the no-name fucking counters, dude. Who likes heroin? I'm sorry, I really like that dude. I'm not talking shit. I think he'd find what I said funny.
No, they're awesome. Are you kidding?
She wouldn't
Jason
care.
Mewes is kick ass.
Oh, that
Are
dude,
you
both
kidding?
those guys, but all those,
Oh, man.
the whole fucking team.
Oh, in
Dude,
fact, you know
just
what? I
rock.
always keep an empty chair right here, right next to me, in case either Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, or David Miscavige ever wants to come on the show and talk.
You have a very, I think in cascading order of likelihood, it is Kevin Smith first only because Jason Mewes would get lost and not figure out how to get here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be
I
Jason
still get
Mewes.
lost, and I live 2 blocks away.
Yeah, and you've been here several times. And then Miscavige is on that list of just those 3 people last, but you literally have to put all 7.5 billion people in between him and them.
Well, you know, so somebody from the church has to listen to every show that I do.
Because you mentioned
So
it and it's on the air.
If
What if
whoever,
they start a smear campaign about us? That would help us.
that's actually
That'd
fine.
actually be fine.
I
would
hope
find that.
they do.
Yeah,
I
be
hope
like,
they
"Don't
do.
listen to these
Be like,
guys."
these guys talk about pedophilia.
At least once a
Almost
month.
too frequently.
At least once a month, I go online and I Google who is Trevor Heasley, because if they're gonna smear you, the first thing they do is they create a website called "Who is Matt Bourgeois," and they say everything negative about you.
non-productive person or something.
But isn't that
It's
illegal?
Suppressive? No,
We're
no,
a suppressive
no.
person.
Just like
No, it's not.
I could create a
Is their
website
opinion?
called "Who is David Miscavige" and give all the bad facts about him or everything
That's what
I
I'm
believe
saying. They can do
to be
background
true.
checks on me and just put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not illegal.
Well,
I just think
one
it's
thing
just
It's
kinda
only
shady
slander.
shit.
It's only slander
If it's untrue.
if it's spoken and untrue and designed to hurt, or liable if it's untrue and written. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's
land-
malicious.
Yeah, malicious. Well, there's also the
Big
malicious.
word.
There's also malicious, that's the gray area in slander and libel. Because if you're just doing it to be malicious, like let's say some dude went to prison because he stole a pack of gum when he was 17. And then through some weird law, he also did something else dumb before. Now he went to jail for 10 years, and he had trouble getting work. And then he got a job at some grocery store. I'm not riffing on my own life, and then you come up with a bunch of bad shit about him and splash him on it. Then you're liable for because then it's malicious intent. It was intent to harm. It had nothing to do with anything. This guy reformed his life. And notice I'm saying guy, because if any woman did this shit, fucking burn her at the fucking stake, that witch.
Halloween!
Stanley was writing about his wife, bitch, he got it.
Aw.
That's all it was.
I don't think it was his wife. I think it was
his
someone
girlfriend
else's.
before that.
Yeah, I think
Well, he
that's...
actually talked about that. He talked about that. He's like, look, the Hulk was about me. 1 minute I'm this nice guy, and the other minute I'm this rage monster. And I'm like, relationship. Bad relationship. I know what that is, buddy.
Yeah. Those, oh my god, that was Stanley's badass. I mean, seriously, how long was that second marriage?
He was talking about his first marriage.
Yeah,
I swear to
I know,
God,
but his
in
second
Mallrats,
marriage
he was
when
talking
he's-
about, because his
Oh.
wife was awesome and he had enough money.
Yeah, he was like, it wasn't even, no, I
I'm
mean,
kidding,
he wasn't
I'm kidding.
fully straight out loaded at that time when they got together.
No,
You're
I'm
talking
kidding,
about
I'm kidding,
60
man.
years.
I'm kidding.
I know,
No.
I know.
His wife and him had a really good relationship.
did.
They were in love, and he talked about her as being his superhero.
Yep.
You know?
I feel kind of bad for Stanley. Actually, the way he went out. I mean, about a year before his death, he got involved in a sex scandal.
No.
You know,
No,
he did.
no,
He
no.
was getting a massage and asked to get a happy ending, and he was reported and he was
He did?
yeah, he was
Oh, man,
accused
I
of
knew this.
groping women and all. It came out a year before. It's this guy went 98 years without any scandal.
Really? No one paid
last
attention.
year.
We were just
Yeah,
fuck it.
they're
who
like, we
cares?
don't believe that
Just
shit.
Stan fucking Lee. Just, you
They're,
know,
they're like, no. They're
that's
like,
considered.
that's
No,
not
by the
even
way,
real.
when Stan Lee gropes a woman, that's considered a cameo.
Yeah, they'd be like, Stan Lee and blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, that didn't happen.
I don't even
I
know
didn't even care.
how
they
he
have
did
video
it.
footage of it, I'd be like, didn't happen.
If you saw
No, it didn't happen.
any video of him at Comic-Con, it really looked like Weekend at Bernie's 3. I mean, he looked like a dead man that was being propped up. I don't know how he would
Yeah.
find the energy to harass a
Well, it
woman.
was his fans. He had that willpower to get there. I mean, even in the days where he was just hating life and he didn't want to get up because his body was just fucking hating it. And he's like, nope, I got to be out there for him. Bam, there you go.
What I feel bad for is at the end of his life, he got involved in an elder abuse scandal where he was being abused and taken advantage of by his personal assistant.
Yeah.
And they took a bunch of his assets and they did a bunch of shit with him and they were trying to fucking do all this crap. And I don't know the particulars. That's why I said fucking do all this crap. But that seemed like it sucked.
Yeah, that's.
They were trying to sell his blood. They were trying to sell vials of his blood, and
to clone him.
Well, they would have been well within their rights to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I can
that
be
is
cool
a humanitarian
with
service.
Yeah,
Selling
people
blood
have
isn't
cloned
anything new. I mean, Kiss created a whole comic book that was printed with their blood.
But if you don't consent to giving your blood away to people for money you're not receiving,
that's a little different.
That's a little different.
It's a little different when you're not donating it for that purpose.
Stop taking your kid's blood. It's so not cool.
Keeps me alive.
You don't drink it anymore, right? We talked about this.
He just masturbates with it.
Don't judge me.
Oh, dude. All the jokes we've made.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
Wow, dude.
Whoa.
Oh.
First off, blood and KY don't mix.
Yeah.
Well, despite everyone's best efforts. But,
Is that a period joke?
Oh, no.
No, that is what happens when anuses.
Anuses. All out
You're really not supposed to use KY with that.
I've never been to jail. I don't know.
You don't have KY in jail, dude. We're not talking about jail. They do not let you have KY in jail. That'd be good. They should sell that in the commissary, though.
That would be funny.
All the bottoms would buy it.
Thank God.
None of the tops are wasting their commissary money on the fucking KY. It is all the bottoms buying it, and before they shower, just waxing up.
This is gonna happen.
All right, I'm gonna be ready for it this time.
Hey, we moved on to a different topic. Prison rape.
Prison rape. Oh my God, our rape is getting older.
Just wait for it. Juvie.
Oh, that happens a lot there, man. It's not cool.
No, it's not. Oh, no.
Those are my people, man. Those are not the ones that are doing the raping.
Wow.
Dyslexics might account, and this might be because they're accidentally conflating it with 70%. There's supposedly 70% of incarcerated youth are dyslexic. I think they're accidentally conflating that with illiterates too. Yeah. So they're calling some illiterate and they're conflating dyslexia with literacy, and they're not the same thing.
No, it's...
And no pun there, but most of the kids incarcerated can't read, and some of them are dyslexic, and they are being sexually assaulted by the guards, and it's fucking awful.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. There is all this fight. We make these horrible jokes, but none of this shit is not something we actually stand for.
We like the jokes. We don't like
horrible
what actually
jokes,
happens.
But I mean, anything like that is just fucked up. I mean, even they're talking even about the immigration camps.
No,
and kids are getting hit there too, by guards.
Of course,
it's just
it's unregulated.
Yeah,
it's this new unregulated prison.
You just open up the floodgates for a bunch of fucking pedophile people to get in there and get jobs as guards.
Yeah, man.
It's I'm gonna watch over 100 kids who basically can't speak English. And are by
can't
themselves.
report to anybody, and they're by themselves all the time.
Fuck, man,
dude,
just open up a smorgasbord for these motherfuckers to do whatever.
I already want to shoot the people that put them in the cages, but the people that put them in the cages and then do the stuff, I want to look, guys. You know what I got to come out with? I got to come out with this, because if anybody ever comes up with this whole bullshit of oh, you guys are fucking awful, you say these things. I'm a victim of sexual abuse. When I was a fucking kid, bad shit happened to me, man. I don't do bad shit. But bad shit happened to me, and one of my coping mechanisms is making fun of it. So come at me, brah.
Exactly.
It's like being gay and being allowed to say faggot, of which I'm half gay and I can say faggot.
So you can only say fat.
I can only say fat.
You can't do the whole
I can say fat or gut.
Yeah, you can't do that both.
Oh, damn it. Well, I can say fat or gut.
So if you ever call me a git, I'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Hey, you gut. And you fa.
Damn it.
It's
not fair.
I call myself gut. You're a faggot.
Next time someone says "get me a beer," I'm gonna fuck you.
I fucked with some people at work today. We were joking around about the sexual harassment videos they had to take.
Oh, I love those.
Really
videos.
hot girl. Oh my God, she was so hot. She's intimidatingly hot and really well educated. She's smarter than me, flat out. So took one look at her. I'm like, you are so well put together. Unless I just get rich as shit, you would not give me a chance. Not gonna fucking happen. So she, we were talking though, and I was cracking jokes while she was watching the sexual harassment video. I'm like, hey, dude, pointers, you're gonna get great at this. Oh, the video's starting. This is the one where they teach you how to chastise old people. And I'm like, I like how they start with the harassment video with don't harass old people, then just slyly segue into don't sexually harass people, but they use a woman sexually harassing a man as the first example so they don't look fucking like, sexist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, everyone knows the way this goes most of the time. Not that women don't sexually harass men, but everyone knows which way this runs, all right? Like, this does not usually start with a woman quid pro quoing a man. It does happen.
Been to a few.
I've been sexually harassed, and you know what? Like, by a guy and by a girl. The girl I was fine with. The guy I was like, no, dude, we need to talk. Stop. The girl I was like, well, let's see where this goes.
So wait, you needed to talk, so you gave him your number? I think you sent mixed signals.
I gave him your number.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not me, but I know a guy.
Yeah. Satanists are actually just people who talk about the actual Satan religion.
Are fucking awesome.
Are just people who believe in the opposite of the Bible. And
Correct.
All its tenets about not indulging your personal desires.
Yeah.
And they include community and personal desire.
Yeah.
So like,
And family.
you should follow all your personal desires.
Yeah.
You should follow your desire to be polyamorous if that's what you want.
Exactly.
You should follow your personal desire to be gay or to be straight or bi or pan or whatever. You should follow your personal desire to take care of your partner, to take care of your children. Personal desire is what human existence is all about.
But
That's what a Satanist is about.
But they weren't even. They're not into children and stuff like that. They're not like, oh, you're
No. That's a
that.
fucking hard no.
They're none of that.
That
They're not
should be a
into
hard
people
no.
exploiting people.
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
good
love
peeps.
your neighbor. Like, legit,
Unlike
love
fucking
your
Christians who are like,
Love your
we
fucking
should
neighbor.
enslave
See hi.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Hey, let's enslave Mexicans, make them pick our fruit, and then kick them the fuck out and build a wall. Yeah, you're real great Christians doing a good job.
Ding, ding, ding.
Like,
I mean, the church. I mean, literally, like everyone goes, "Oh, the devil."
Actually, there's a lot of Christians who are chill about that these days.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
really
lot
doing
of
good work. I should say.
There's a lot
of
good,
cool Christians out there.
Christian people. There's
I
some
should
that I just
not say that that's the Christian religion across
it's
the board.
not all. It's not
There's
across
a
the
lot
board.
of really
There's
cool
a lot of
Christians
people
out there.
I'm in the
Thanks, guys.
Christian
Jesus is awesome.
community.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
a lot of missionaries do a lot of great work to help out.
To help
and
out
help
people
build and do
and
stuff.
don't just proselytize and do nothing.
Yeah,
It
I mean, they give that
depends.
little bit of preachy, but it's not. The job is help them get it done.
Help them
It
get done.
depends
Then
on the
give them the book.
religion.
Maybe if you guys are down to
Join up.
do this, go for it.
Yeah,
you know?
get baptized, whatever. Like, join up.
I mean, look, Lucifer. What? He's an angel. He's the prettiest fucking angel. And
No.
what do you go? He goes, "Fuck, I'm prettier than all these guys." You're vain. You sinned. Go to hell. You'd be like, "What the fuck just happened here?"
He went against God.
It wasn't
He was
that.
like-
Well,
He
God
just
sounds
was
like the
pretty.
dick.
That's all he was. He was pretty.
God sounds like the dick.
Actually,
in that, you know?
Satan wasn't cast out because he was vain.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't vanity. It was
He was cast out because he felt sorrow for the humans that
Yeah.
were down there
he
suffering
felt
and said,
bad
"Dude,
for what
this
God
shit
was
needs
doing
to
to them. He's
stop."
like, this shit needs to stop.
I know.
And
all
so
of that.
because he
I know.
questioned him,
Yeah.
God cast him down.
His first write up in heaven basically is you're vain.
You're-
Second
yeah.
write up is you like these people, but I want to watch this television show. So
Yeah,
don't fuck
I
want to
watch
channel.
the TV show where I fuck with
Yeah.
I fuck with them constantly.
Don't fuck up my channel. You
Don't
know?
fuck up my dude. You're fucking on my reality TV. And he went, "How about we just help him, dude? You're God." And God went, "You're cast out. We don't need that kind of shit." That sounds like corporate America to me, dude. Like,
Seriously.
you know?
By the way,
Sounds
like
more
Jeff
than
Bezos and
that.
watch Good
show.
Omens. Anybody?
Oh,
Just watch Good Omens.
That shit was awesome.
Oh my god, I fucking love it. I mean, seriously, I can't give you spoilers because that shit was.
I
It's
love it.
amazing.
They were just best friends.
They are.
They were just besties.
Besties.
They just loved each other. God wanted to go to he's like, "We'll go to another planet. You know, one of the weird experiments. It's fine."
Fuck yeah.
He's like, "No, but those are weird. We don't even talk about God there." He's like, "I know. It's great."
And the kid was even awesome because he's like,
Oh, yeah.
no, and he's like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, as
He's
soon
like,
as he
"I'm
got
sorry."
ultimate absolute power, he went, "Wait, I
I
shouldn't use it for
I-
bad. I'm
I
gonna lose
hurt
all
my
my friends." As soon as he became godlike,
Yeah.
he was better than God.
Yeah, he basically was
That's
like,
the cool
"I hurt all
shit.
my friends." He's like, "I'm sorry." He goes, "I don't want to lose you guys.
Yeah.
Like, you've been my best friends."
Damn,
Boom,
my
done.
girlfriend can't even do that.
Damn. He was just like, "Nope." And they all did. They all got together and they fucking fought that shit and they win.
You guys
That's what it is.
are book smart, right?
Mm.
All right.
I got some.
I've read Cliff Notes.
So we're
I
gonna
got
go
some.
over some.
I read
Well,
like three books.
I read a word once that said Cliff Notes. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, I read like 3 books. I don't know what they were. I mean, they were Penthouse
Okay.
Farms, but does that count?
We're gonna play a little
yeah,
game
yeah.
here called Who Said That.
Oh, fuck.
This is the Halloween edition of.
All right.
Who,
No, Matt, don't look. You can't look to see.
who
what you
said
did.
that?
Is the answer there? Oh shit! I saw it.
Yeah.
The quote is,
Shit.
I'm not looking.
"Hope not ever to see heaven. I have come to lead you to the other shore, into eternal darkness, into fire, and into ice." Who said that?
Jacques Cousteau.
Werner Herzog?
Stalin? Fuck, I don't know. I'm not gonna mention.
Stalin's kid?
Yeah. Stalin's third roommate? I don't know.
Stalin's college roommate who thought he went a little too far?
And you guys can
that night? Trust me, that was weird.
you guys at home can play along too. So, the quote is, "Hope not ever to see heaven.
Hope not
I have
ever.
come to lead you to the other shore, into eternal darkness, into fire, and into ice."
D'Artagnan.
That sounds like
Close.
That sounds
Dante, the
No,
Inferno.
I read Dante, so I
Yeah,
thought I'd say
alright.
D'Artagnan because it was funny.
All right. So next one, double double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble.
Ben Miller.
Well, where did it originally come from?
Hocus Pocus. Motherfucker. What's up?
I'm gonna give you half a point. That's actually from Macbeth, William Shakespeare.
No, Hocus Pocus.
We are not Shakespearean trained.
Hocus Pocus.
Shakespearean.
That's all that matters.
My mom was a Shakespearean trained actress. I am not.
Yeah, we don't know what Shakespeare is.
Oh, little one, my little one, come with me. Your life is done. Forget the future. Forget the past. Life is over. Breathe your last.
Ed Gein.
He's an author.
All Catholic priests.
Ed Gein.
Oh, little one, my little one, come with me, your life is done. Forget the future, forget the past. Life is over, breathe your last.
That's from the poem. It's
Clive Barker. Clive Barker.
All right, go to the next one. Go to the next
In a
one.
book.
Yeah, go to the next one. I'm not good at
Alright.
this.
I'm not good at this shit.
I have a feeling you're going to get this one. Then this ebony bird beguiling my last sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore.
His name
Tell
starts
me,
with A. It's like
tell
Alan
me
Edgar Poe.
what thy lordly name is on the night's
it is?
Plutonian
It's Alan
shore.
Edgar- Alan
Quote the
Edgar Poe.
raven.
Alan
Nevermore.
Alan Edgar Poe.
Alan Edgar Poe, right?
Yes, it's Alan Edgar Poe.
Ed Asner Poe. Ed
That's it,
Asner
that's it.
Poe. I knew I got
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Close
you did
enough.
it, man. You did it.
Close
All right,
enough.
All right, good job.
All right, next one. Despite my ghoulish reputation, I really have the heart of a small boy. I keep it in a jar on my desk.
Ed Gein.
Oh fuck. Beetlejuice.
EdGein.com.
I don't know.
Michael Keaton.
Robert Bloch.
Who the fuck is he?
He's an author.
Is it all the quotes are gone now?
No, we got. All right, so this is
Oh, I just saw the
by.
answer.
This is which one here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is. We're gonna skip that one then.
Well, because I might have gotten it though.
All right.
Because
So-
I've read
Damn it, we're not good at this. Stop
And I
staring at
looked
the
at him.
screen.
Well,
Stop
point it
staring at the
another
screen.
way, man. Like,
Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
That
Listen
is.
to them, the children of the night.
I
What
want to say that's
music they
from
make.
freaking what you call it, Lost Boys.
There's a movie.
Lost Boys.
Not the Lost Boys.
Not
There
the
is a
Lost
movie.
Boys.
Gary Oldman starred in it.
Oh fuck.
Gary Oldman
Why is it-
and
I'm not good at this.
Keanu Reeves. Have you guys heard of the Mandela effect?
yes.
What the
yes.
fuck is this?
I'm gonna
Have
pee.
you ever heard of
guys
it?
start a conversation about that while I pee?
Yeah,
The Mandela effect is really interesting. Talk about it, guys.
Okay,
And-
what are we doing on the Mandela effect?
Well, we're going to go to a word from
I'm
our
not going
sponsors.
to a South African prison, right?
No.
Just checking.
The Mandela effect is the reason they call it the Mandela effect is because there are some people who believe that Mandela died in prison. There's also some people who believe that he got out of prison and died years later. And some people are really positive that they are right. So
You said president and never.
correct. The theory is the CERN collider. You know the thing that smashes particles into one another.
Yeah.
All right. So
Particle
the
acceleration
theory is
bullshit,
that they opened a rift in time and space and sent some of us to a new dimension. Some of us stayed in our old dimension. And to know which dimension you're in is Mandela either died in prison or he died a free man. So in one dimension he died in prison. In one dimension he died a free man. Now we're gonna get into some examples on the dimensional shift, and
People really still believe the world is flat.
some people do, and there
This is how I understand where you're coming from.
there is some evidence to support their claims, and there's also some evidence to say you're absolutely full of shit. So I mean, let me ask you a question: you ever been to space? Have you ever actually seen with your own eyes a round Earth?
No, I have not.
So you are taking other people's word for it. How do you know?
How do I know? How could I legitimately factor this in?
Have you personally ever done a test to figure out whether the world is flat or round?
Well, let's actually look at it. Let's look at it. The sun, for example. If we weren't round, we only see the sun, like half the day, right?
So how do you know you're just
let's think about this.
seeing a flat
If it was
sun?
flat, well, no, let's think about this. If the Earth was flat.
God, the Earth is not
If
flat.
the Earth was flat, let's think about this. It's a fucking quarter.
Beer?
It's a quarter just
Sure.
sitting. And you have this round object that's going around.
Mhm.
You wouldn't see it.
Unless
You would only see it for this amount of
you
time.
haven't heard of the
Unless-
stupid
but
spotlight
then
theory.
the round
spotlight
object
theory, that
was
it's
you
facing
weren't
you
just
the entire
spotlighting.
time.
But then you'd have people people would have to be behind us.
Well-
How the fuck can I see the sun setting right now and my homie over in Hawaii is seeing the sun literally at this angle?
They have this weird explanation for it
It
that
doesn't
doesn't make
make-
any sense.
No, it doesn't
No,
make
they have
sense.
this weird chart and graph. Like, flat earthers
So
are the
is it
dumbest
flat or is it a
motherfuckers.
fucking pyramid
Hold
or
on.
what is
Flat
it?
earthers are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, dude. They come up with this junk science shit, and then what they do too, which is really fun, is
They really don't
the
believe
dude
this,
who
right?
no, they really believe it.
It's a giant joke, right?
This dude built a rocket to get up so he could prove the Earth was flat to not see the curvature. He almost killed himself. He wasted a bunch of money doing this. More money than it would cost to rent a hot air balloon. I looked into it. If he rented a hot air balloon commercially, he could have flown up with a scientist in the hot air fucking balloon, or not the hot air, sorry, the weather balloon.
Yeah.
They could have gone up together in it with suits, and he would have clearly seen the curvature. But he didn't even look into it to see. Instantly when I heard he built a rocket to see if he could get there, I know enough about science and what's called escape velocity. There's this whole science taught in schools to the smartest people on the planet, engineers who work on rockets, who millionaires give money to so they can work on rockets. If this were a conspiracy, it's very weird and elaborate, but it's not. There's something called escape velocity. You need a certain amount of thrust and a certain amount of fuel to escape the gravitational pull of Earth.
Yeah.
Why would hundreds of thousands of people the smartest people on the planet, devote their lives to this? And millionaires give money to it. If it were some weird elaborate conspiracy. It's fucking not. Every piece of logic tells you that it's not, but this is how dumb people are, and this is how much our educational system has failed people, and this is how much of our institutions have failed people, because now we don't trust any institution. That's really what the problem is. It's bad education, and our institutions fucking us over and treating us like slaves so repetitiously that we actually start to question every aspect of institutions, period.
I can't wait to be 2%.
What you see.
I can't wait I'm going to start a conspiracy called Did I Put My Socks On This Morning conspiracy.
Oh, God.
Everybody who put their socks on is wrong. None of us put our socks on. They're just always on our feet.
I have already
Someone's giving us
secretly.
all hallucinogens and is trying to convince us that we put our socks on, but they're just always there. They're a part of our bodies.
I've
So even when we're wearing
secretly-
flip-flops, my socks are on?
No, you're just remembering a false memory.
Oh, fuck. It makes sense, though.
It's
'cause, I mean,
it's all a ploy by the sock
I mean, it makes
industry.
sense because I come
It's-
home and I look at my feet and then they're covered in like.
Sean, it is all a ploy
like
by the
cuts and
sock
shit.
industry to sell you more socks that you don't need in the first place because you already have socks on your feet.
Yeah, but
That's why
that's
the laundry.
something.
That's why the laundry steals.
Steals all your socks.
But
It's
that's
a play.
something
That's it.
you could prove. You right now could take off your socks and prove that to
That is the fucking system convincing you that your
be fake.
memory
But
is
you
real.
you cannot fly into space and see the blue marble. That's something you
Wait,
do not
you think
have
the flat
access
Earth
to.
is a thing?
I think there's some valid points on both sides.
No.
I think
No.
no. I think what you see and experience
Oh,
is
God.
what is true for you. I have never been into space. I don't know for a fact that it's flat. I
Okay,
don't
but there's
know for a
other
fact
empirical evidence.
that it's round.
Okay, but hold on. You have to know for a fact that it's round if you study the science behind it, because there are simple experiments you can do here in your fucking yard with a stick and a hole.
Sure, but I
And-
haven't
and
done
you
them yet.
Well, think about
Okay,
this.
well,
well,
I
do
don't
them
know.
and then look up spherical. There are scale spherical fucking experiments you can perform. I will take you out.
I know
Wait,
shit
is the moon flat?
here over
Here's my
the
question. Is the
horizon.
moon
flat?
Is the moon
I-
and the sun flat? That's
It-
my question.
It depends. Are
No,
you?
because
Oh, God,
is it a
God.
marble or
Oh, fuck no.
using your example, a
Oh,
quarter?
shit.
let's say you view a quarter
Is this
head
why
on.
we only see that face every time the moon comes?
Well, no, that's because it's
Fucking with it so hard.
that's because it's in a gravitational
Okay,
box.
So you don't believe
I think the
Earth
moon's
is flat.
flat. The
You're
moon's
just
flat.
50-50. It could be flat. It could not.
The moon's flat.
I am
go with that.
agnostic on it. I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Dude, look up the science. You're really good at looking up shit. Look up the science for Earth is flat.
But
then
again,
look up the science for Earth is round.
All I will be
just decide
doing
for
at
yourself,
that
bro.
point is looking up what other
That's
people
it.
wrote.
No, but dude, you
until
can-
I
Okay,
go
fuck
to
you guys.
space,
I'm moving to Atlantis.
Oh,
Fuck you
Jesus
all.
Christ.
until I go to space and
There's
orbit around the
serious
Earth,
hard-
I will not know for a fact.
But wait. Then they could
That
just
it
be
is round.
projecting a VR thing, because if they have the technology
Well,
for us up there, they could just
If
tell
they
us
send me
fucking-
into space,
I mean,
and
how do you
I
really know?
orbit the world, I'm gonna say, you know what?
Can you just trust
It's round.
Okay, here's my argument for the Earth is round, without any of the science for that it's round. Here's just facts for that it's round. Okay, why would NASA and the government, why would all the world governments and NASA, why would they employ literally millions of people who are all working independently, going to the best schools in the country, the smartest fucking people, all of them are all working on it, and all working on problems that have to do with physics, that get us into space, that control our satellites, that have to do with fuel and trajectory. Why would they all? Dude, that is millions of people, and not a one
They don't
who's
know.
ever graduated
They
MIT.
don't know. Some of them say it's flat.
No,
You can't say
no
all.
one,
You can't say all.
no
Some
one,
of them are saying it's
no
flat.
one,
No one ever will.
one who has ever gone to fucking engineering school for escape velocity. No one who has ever studied rocket science. No one who has ever studied the weather has ever said this, dude. It's all fucking idiots who can't. I used to think the same thing until I just realized that it's all fucking idiots saying this shit. No one who's ever gone to a credible fucking school that spends millions of dollars on this education and then pays people millions of dollars. It would literally have to be a conspiracy, and they're all not telling all the idiots. And all
And it
the
is a
idiots,
conspiracy. You say it would have to be a conspiracy, and it is a
But
conspiracy.
dude, no.
I'm not
no,
saying that
no.
conspiracy is true. I'm not saying it's false.
It is.
I'm just
JFK is a
saying
conspiracy.
I don't
This
know.
is not.
It is so fucking improbable. I'm just willing to say the Earth is fucking round. I'm washing my hands.
JFK is not an conspiracy. The aliens did it.
Well, we already
It's
know
been-
that.
it's
Well, yeah,
been-
the green
yeah,
guy
yeah.
in the
That's
green
why
mask
he's
did it.
in
Yeah,
Area
right.
51.
Aliens and time travelers.
Jesus
That's why they're in Area 51, because we can't let them out.
I
Because they're in prison.
I admire your inquisitive spirit. Just Jesus Christ, the Earth is fucking round. Let's get off it.
That was the best fuck with him, too.
I'm
He
tempted
was getting
to.
into it.
Did you
Do
guys
believe-
fucking decide to fuck with me on the Earth is
No,
flat?
No,
I'm
I just went with the flow.
I wasn't worried about you. I know you're not dumb.
I'm
sorry,
like,
man. I just
I'm
meant
like,
you.
I'm like, 90, so I am like 90% sure that the world is round.
Oh,
But I have never seen.
99.9.
I have never seen exact proof. I have never been to space.
Okay,
I've
I
never
can accept
seen
that.
it with my
I can accept
own
that.
eyes.
I can accept that.
Until I do that, I'm just taking the word of people who are much smarter than I am. I can't prove it. So
What would be the
I can't
monetary
say it's
benefit?
true.
What
Hold
would
on,
be the
hold on.
monetary benefit of this, and what would be the end goal of this conspiracy? Why? Tell me. Give me one logical reason as to why this would benefit anyone spending all of the people spending all this money on congruent data. Do you think climate change is fake?
I'm saying if you prove that the world is round and that there's life on other planets, what you are doing right there is you are killing the belief in God, because the Bible never says anything about it being round. In fact, it's more implied that it is flat.
Because at the time they didn't have good data, because they weren't studying things, man. You're reading a book. It's like reading Harry Potter and then being like, I like magic. I think that's real. That's basically the same shit.
And you
No,
don't know
what
that
it
is
is.
not real.
Well, the Bible
How do you know it's
was
not
written
real?
by people. That's what it was. The Bible's written by people.
a long time ago.
It's a long time ago when you have, one, no telescopes. You have no real scientific data for shit. Like, you don't even know.
Scientists
like,
aren't exchanging information.
You don't
and
know
peer
shit.
reviewing shit.
You got a bunch of people who are basically going like, yeah, oh, hey, you know how we came about here? Well, some dude like
1,000
made
years
us.
ago,
It's
Some dude who
fucking-
looks like us made us, but even embedded in the story.
1,000 years
Are the
ago,
flaws.
if you were
Yeah,
to come
the
out
guy
and
who
say the
defended
world
us
was
and
round,
was
you would be a
vain.
heretic. You would be ostracized from church, because you would be saying God is not real by saying
Well, hold on.
the
That's
Earth
not entirely
is,
true.
is
You're
round.
getting your history wrong. That's not entirely true at all. Actually, Galileo, at the time that he was saying the Earth was round, was chastised because that specific area was ignoring the previous scientific revolution that happened, where previously these scientists came together and it was supported by the church. But once scientists started saying other things that didn't support the church used to be all about science. Until they started saying other things that didn't support it, then they started their bullshit and they started to fucking hang fucking heretics and burn heretics.
Yeah,
So you got to look at the chronology. There's a chronology and it's fucking traceable.
And wait, whose
Or you
God
just
is
look
what?
at one source. Just
How
look
many-
at one source. Read one book and decide how the world
Hold on,
works.
let's go with this. Wait, there's the Bible, there's a Quran, there's this, there's the Indians.
And they all say
I
the
mean,
same
there's
shit.
the natives,
If you don't believe in me,
there's
you're wrong.
Japanese, there's this and that. Like, everybody, like Chinese, all these guys have every motherfucking like god on the planet. The Greeks, hello, they were before us. They were before the fucking Bible. I mean,
All right, let me ask you a question.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Let me ask you a
Like,
question.
why all of a sudden it's like, hey, let's write this because we're gonna make this the one true God.
And then let's burn
No,
them
it's
all.
just like
I'm gonna prove a point here.
Who's
All right.
who's got the bigger fucking populace of
Sean,
followers?
let me ask you a
And that's
question.
how it works.
Well, I
You-
want to watch them prove a point, then I'm going to debunk everything.
You ever been to Africa? Yeah, you ever step foot on the African plains?
No comment.
You ever been there?
No
Yeah,
comment.
it's yes or no.
No comment.
Just say no
No.
for these
All right.
intents purposes.
So, how do you know for a fact that lions live in Africa?
Oh God, man.
Have you ever been to Africa and seen them? No, you're only seeing television. You're only hearing stories about them. How do you know for a fact if you've never been there and witnessed it with your own eyes? You don't. You're taking the word of other people. People who have been published, people who've made videos. You are taking their
I've
word
got
for
You're just
it.
saying,
friends
like-
at Whole Foods that
Hold
have
on.
been there. Are
Hold
they
on.
part of the conspiracy?
Hold on.
mean,
Hey,
dude.
is a platypus real? Is
Yes.
a platypus real?
Yes.
I've never seen one.
How do you know, man?
I don't. I think
How do
they.
you know,
I
bro?
don't. I think they don't exist.
Well, there you go.
They're not real because they make no sense.
Perry the platypus
jellyfish.
is real.
Jellyfish and platypus make no sense.
You know about your first king, right? The first Christian king, Constantine?
Go for it.
Emperor Constantine? Okay. You know what he was faced with? He had his mom who was really into Christianity. It was this new hippie religion that was talking about peace and love and getting along.
She's the one who saved the cross, correct?
I don't know.
Who
actually,
went
but
and went on the journey to find the cross that a Christ was
maybe I
crucified
don't
on.
know. But
To prove it real.
okay, maybe she found the right one. Maybe she just didn't get a trinket from somewhere because they couldn't carbon date shit at that
I
time.
don't think
but
she ever found it.
Probably did. But I don't know about that story. But here's what I do know. Here's what I do know. Constantine, according to all historians, including Christians, said this. He went, well, my mom's got the school fucking religion, and everybody's into it. It's marketable, and I need to find a way to unify my kingdom because my kingdom's fucking arguing about shit because they're all Christian, and I don't really care what they are, but my kingdom's Christian, and I need them to get all along. So here's what's up. I went to my bishops and I went, motherfuckers, you need to fucking come up with some shit because they're all arguing over whether or not Jesus was the Holy Ghost. What was it? The Spirit, the Trinity? What's the Trinity again?
It's the Spirit, the
Spirit,
Holy Ghost, and the
Ghost,
Son.
and the Son. Is he the Son? Is he the incarnate? Is he the Holy Ghost? Or is he the Spirit that lives in all of us? What is he the manifestation of? And he said, bishops, I don't give a fuck what you come up with. I need you to make an answer that's going to stop all the fighting. And they went, all right. He's like, I'll kill you if you don't. And they went, all right. And they came back and they went, it's all three. And he went, fucking brilliant, do it. So that's why we have the Holy Trinity. It's a marketing ploy. It was a marketing ploy to get people to stop bitching about a fucking fairy
The
tale.
Holy Ghost. You just literally said ghosts are real, in essence.
Yeah.
But it's not ghosts, it's souls.
So,
But I mean, you're saying
the Holy
Spirit,
Ghost
the
is
Spirit is
ghost.
here,
The
or
Holy
is it up
Ghost
there,
is-
or is it here, or is it there? And the Son,
the Holy
It's
Ghost
just all
is
bullshit.
what gives you the power to be like, you are healed, brother. Or it gives you
Why doesn't the Spirit give
the
you that?
power to
Or why doesn't
to
being
do
God incarnate give you
miracles.
that?
yeah.
What exactly?
Why is he not even here just going, you know what, fuck this?
'Cause
Yeah.
he's
I
fucking
think that's
busy.
what I would do.
He has a
I'd be
world
like,
to
"You're
run."
destroying
So
this
the
place."
devil came down, the biggest asshole came down and went, hey man, I really fucking love you guys. I'm so sorry all this bad shit's happening to you. Plus I think I look good in the mirror. And we were like, fuck him. But the thing that created everything is arbitrarily going, hey, you two dudes fucking. It's nothing having to do with the guy that needs an army, so he wants more dudes to fuck girls. Stop making two dudes fuck. It's logical, man. Follow logic. That shit's all gone.
It is. It's just.
So,
it doesn't even make sense.
are we in agreement that the world is flat?
Yeah, totally.
All right,
Totally.
good.
We're
All
on
right,
the same
fair
page.
enough.
Yeah, both fine. Yeah. Good way to defuse it, man.
Back to the Mandela effect. All right, so
Oh fuck! What am I doing now?
the peanut butter that starts with a J, what is the name of it?
Jif.
Yeah, it's just.
Is it Jif?
Yeah.
Jif. It's Jif.
Is it Jif or Jiffy?
Well, a lot of people think it's Jiffy. That's part of the Mandela effect. I know it's Jif,
Alright.
mostly because I read this.
Well, those
enough.
were
I read it
commercials.
before.
Looney Tunes, how do you spell it?
LONNEYTUNES.
T-U-N-E-S? Are you sure? How do you spell it?
I don't because I'm dyslexic, but I've heard the thing about the differential between it's actually Looney Tune.
T-O-O-N-S.
Yeah, Looney Tune.
You
Or
might remember
Tunes,
it that
yeah.
way, but it's actually that way.
Oh yeah, tune.
Wait.
T-O-O-N.
Well, I remember
Fuck, I fucked
T-O-O-N.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's T-O-O-N.
Sorry, I went with tunes. I started being a
Wait, I
speller.
thought it was
I started
actually
being a
that
speller.
one, but
Oh,
it's
it
that
is.
one. Yeah, it's
I
actually
started being a
tunes.
speller.
Looney Tunes, like music, like a musical tune.
Yeah,
Where we
tune
all
came
remember.
later
That's right.
because of
It is.
cartoon.
Fuck, you know what? I
They
remember
changed it to
T-O-O-N-S.
because
Well,
they
so
made
do
it for
I. So the
cartoons.
Mandela effect
They
didn't work on
never
us.
changed it. It was always that way.
No, they never changed it. Well, for
Alright.
Tiny Toon Adventures, they did.
Yeah.
Because in Tiny Toon Adventures, it was tunes. T-O-O-N-S.
Oh, my internet sucks.
Oh man, I don't know. I got into spelling.
All right.
Fuck, dude. Everyone keeps asking me about spelling.
Those
It's gonna
bears. When you were a kid, the little bears, Baron.
They're
What-
actually the
Berenstein Bears?
What were they?
They're the
What were they
Berenstein
called?
Bears.
What were they called?
Berenstein Bears.
They're the
Berenstein, right?
We all
Are
remember
you
the Berenstein
sure?
The Berenstein Bears.
I
You don't think it's
pronounce
the
it.
Berenstain Bears?
Berenstain Bears?
Berenstain.
Are
It's
they the
actually
Berenstain?
the Berenstain Bears.
Were they stained? Were they stained bear color? By
The
lacquer?
Berenstain Bears did not exist. They were the Berenstain.
Whatever, it's just
S-T-A-I-N.
people
Well, that's
talking.
an easy. Hold on, that's an easy one to forget because Steen is a common postfix or whatever you call that
Yeah.
for a name. So everybody misremembers it. I can explain even the
what
Mandela
dimension
effect.
am I in? Because if we're in
I can
different
even
dimensions,
explain. I can even explain
Holy
why
crap,
people
dude.
forgot. Here's my theory on why
So
people
we're not in the
forgot.
same dimension right now?
You might have crossed over to our dimension, or I might have crossed over to your dimension, and you crossed. So it's
Or
it's a head
people's
scratcher.
memories suck. They've done scientific studies on how people have shitty memories.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually true. Why do you think cops talk to you right after an incident? Because your memory is fresh. If they talk to you 2 days
The
later,
It's not even good
it's
after
not even
that.
good. It like you forget everything.
The
and you
least
speak.
reliable
is eyewitness
is
testimony.
an eyewitness
which is
testimony.
why
Yeah,
it's his
but 2 days
Alright.
later, it's not good. It's not
Well,
good.
here's a funny one. Here's how I explain why everybody forgets that Nelson Mandela didn't die in prison. Because it was a big hubbub that Nelson Mandela went to prison. Then they didn't hear about him. So they all assumed he was fucking dead because he was in a shitty part of the world where they kill people in prison for doing less than that.
I remember
Then
him
he
dying in
came-
prison.
Well, then he came back out and they
know.
went, wait, he's not dead? He's alive?
He became a president. Of
He became
fucking
president
South
after
Af-
he was
that's-
fucking
what was it, South
alive.
Africa, right? I'm getting this right, hopefully.
Curious
South
George.
Africa, yeah. Curious
did?
George.
Curious
He was the first
George.
vice
Did he
president
have-
of that.
Did
Yeah.
Curious George have a tail?
Apparently not.
No.
But
Fair
we
enough.
all remember him
A
having
lot
a tail.
of people remember him with
Well,
a tail.
of course, because you remember a monkey having a tail.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
the
really
thing.
easily explained. This
But he's a
Mandela
chimpanzee.
thing-
Chimpanzees don't have tails.
Well, then we all fucked up because we thought he's a monkey because they don't know that a chimp is an ape. This is all again bad education, and people are dumb and they forget shit and misremember shit. That's all it is.
Well, they called him the curious little monkey, which was wrong too in the first aspect.
He's a curious little
an
ape.
ape.
He's an
That's
ape.
what he was. The man
Next
who
one.
had was-
Next
he
one.
said he's an ape.
Yeah, what's
Go
up?
for it.
Throw it at me. I'll debunk it.
What is the name for a wiener? Your wiener has a first name. What is it?
It's OSCAR.
What's the last
He took a
name?
walk one day, but he didn't get very far.
What's the last
I put
name?
him in a meat grinder, and now he is my lunch. Because Jeffrey Dahmer has a way with BLOGNA.
Is it Oscar Mayer or Oscar Meyer?
MEYER, I believe. Wasn't it?
Spells mayor?
It's actually Oscar Mayer.
I'm dyslexic.
M-A-Y-E-R.
MEYER.
It's
Oh,
an Oscar
man.
Mayer.
So we all
never been
mispronounced
Oscar
Meyer?
Meyer. It's
I don't know.
Oscar
'Cause
Mayer.
I have Jewish friends who have
So wait.
Meyer as a name.
Here's why we remember that.
Okay.
Is because the motherfucker on the fucking ads mispronounced it as Meyer instead of Mayer. Done. I couldn't even read it. I'm dyslexic, but I can denounce that
Oh, God.
right off the bat.
There was
not.
a song. There was a song.
Yes,
There is
and,
a
And
song.
then the guy who announced it, Oscar Mayer. The guy. Have you ever heard Oscar Mayer wieners? No, you've always heard Oscar Meyer.
Right.
At the
But
end of the ads.
it's Oscar
So
Mayer.
someone fucking mispronounced it.
So that's the
For
conspiracy?
40 years, people
Yeah,
have
they
been
just kept doing
mispronouncing it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, why not? Just go with the flow. Like your first commercial, what are you gonna do? Debunk your first commercial?
No, you're
like
really fucking wrong with it, dude. The guy fucking said it. We gotta go with it.
Fucked up.
It's just like Lancaster versus Lancaster.
Oh god.
A, who cares?
Oh
B,
shit. I think we're in different dimensions.
It's
we're in different
Lancaster.
dimensions.
Lancaster.
You think it's Lancaster.
I say
think it's
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
I just say
You think it's
Lancaster.
Lancaster. I think it's Lancaster.
That's just
because
tomato, tomato.
No, because I've only, and I said that back.
Well, look at it like pronounced wise, but English is fucked up. It's a fucked
It's
up
a
language.
fucked up language.
No sense.
It's also language that changes based on who's speaking it.
Yes, it is.
You know why I think it's
Teaching
Lancaster?
kids
Is because
English
I learned it
makes
from
no
tweakers
sense.
who live in Lancaster.
It's like tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Colorado, Colorado.
I call it food. Simple done.
The Monopoly Man.
I call it a fuck toy.
What about him?
Did he have a monocle or no?
Yes.
Some incarnations.
He never had a monocle. Never had a
Even
monocle.
currently?
Never had
But
one.
why are all
currently.
those cartoons reminding me of the fact that he had a monocle?
Because you're in a different dimension.
Because you forgot about the fucking. You conflated him with the peanut guy.
Oh.
Because he has the same hat. So in your brain, he has a monocle. So does
Well, they
the
were
peanut guy.
lovers. I thought they shared monikers.
Here we go. Here's one you'll know. Pikachu. What color is his tail?
Yellow and
Black,
brown.
right?
Yellow and black?
It's black.
Yellow and brown.
Yellow and
I
brown?
don't remember. I don't care.
You said black?
I'm black. I'm guessing.
There is no stripe. It is pure yellow.
Cool. All right. I mean, I just saw the movie where it was pure yellow, but I remember the cartoon being black, but I didn't
Nope.
watch the cartoon.
Was never black in the cartoon.
Okay, cool. That
Pure-
doesn't mean
pure
I'm in a
yellow.
different dimension.
Brown.
That doesn't mean I'm in a different dimension, man. But wait, what if it means we're tapping into?
Wait, I'm in a different
dimensions while
dimension
we're
then. If
here?
I see it as yellow and brown, then I'm totally in a different dimension.
You're in your own fucking world always.
Plus,
dude.
I've been drinking like crazy, so you're asking me questions to remember shit.
Most of humanity's been drinking like crazy. That's how we started
How
the
am I
first
gonna remember
civilizations.
anything right
How
now?
the fuck is anyone supposed to remember shit when we've all
I don't
been
even know
drinking
where I
since the
live.
fucking inception of Mesopotamia?
The Fruit of the Loom logo. Fruit of the Loom. Do you remember little fruits behind the logo? Like a little pear and peach and all the other shit?
In front or behind the logo?
Fruit of the Loom had those little mascots.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I just
The
remember
apple,
all those
the
poor
grape.
kids who were touched
No,
by
they didn't.
fucking Brian
Banana
Singer.
or some shit.
Never happened.
That was their commercial.
It was never part. It was a commercial, but it was never part of the logo.
Really?
The fruit?
Well, they're just
Of the
fucking
loom?
with you. Really?
Yep.
I want to look that really up because
look it
I
up.
swear they had that little thingy. They did that on the commercial though.
It might have
part
been in
of
a
just
commercial.
commercial flash.
Man, I think this is
It's
just
of the
a world-
guys in front of it. The Fruit of the Loom was the banner. Okay. Oh, Brent's coming back.
What color is in the original Star Wars? What color is C-3PO?
Gold with a silver
brass.
arm.
With a silver arm?
Brass with a brass with a silver arm.
All right.
I think.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, he was a brass color, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you was gold. Gold or brass?
Gold
Right.
brass. Gold.
Did you ever notice that
But
his,
are you talking about the first episode?
Or his leg or
like,
something?
the
Like
first
Star
first
Wars.
incarnation?
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Episode 4.
Four. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
And continuing on, except,
he's like a
except
brass,
for
shiny color.
the new
And
one.
he has like a
A
silver leg or
brass
some
shiny
shit.
color.
Did you ever notice his silver leg?
I did.
He's completely gold with one silver leg.
Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, I meant arm. I said arm, but I remember he has that.
Maybe he was an arm in your dimension.
No, I just
Oh
forgot
my God,
which
dude, your
fucking.
dimension's weird.
I just forgot which fucking in my dimension.
We gotta stop
everybody-
crossing dimensions, dude.
You know
I'm
what?
crossing a dimension right now.
When Darth Vader cut off Luke's arm,
Hand.
and what was his line directly after that? That made,
Bitch, got you.
that made Luke go, no, that's not true. It's
No,
impossible.
Luke. No, Luke. I am your father.
He never said Luke.
Oh, so it's no. I'm your
No,
father.
I am your
Okay.
father. He never said
Sweet
Luke.
fucking
I
out of
am
the
your
line. I
father.
mean, human memory sucks. I don't get why this is a conspiracy. We've already done scientific studies of why human memory
Yeah, we
sucks.
can't cross even dimensions yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet,
We
bro.
haven't even finished up our quantum physics and
All right.
bending
We haven't
of
figured
reality.
out why
yet.
entanglement works.
We
Like,
can't even cross
Give me-
reality and bend into our
we
will.
can't get to the next star, let alone to the next universe.
Yeah.
Like-
I think people just going like, hey, I'm in this universe, and hey, I'm in this universe at the same time makes, I mean, there's probably...
Hey, wait, I got one, guys.
all this.
I got one for the Mandela effect. Why do women always think they're right when they're wrong?
Fuck.
Are they in another universe and they're just fucking wrong? They
Because
can't
All of them
admit
are
it.
in another universe.
All
that
of
we
them
can
are in
see.
another universe that we can't really see.
No, that's because
makes
men
so
don't
much
want to
sense.
hear it. We're just like, yeah, baby, you're right.
So that's where
Whatever
our
you say.
escape. We go to another
No, but
universe.
dead to
to
rights,
escape.
they're wrong. Dead to rights.
Yeah. So it's only men who travel this
So,
shit.
yeah, women can't do it.
Women can't do it. Only men.
Women are- but
We're
they're
like,
always-
nope,
we're
get
like,
out.
nope.
Check out real quick.
I'm gonna
In
give
one
you a
ear, out
line.
the other.
I'm gonna give you.
This is how we don't pay attention to them. We don't hear
We
any
go to
words
another
they say
universe.
because we're like, oh, she's gonna say something important.
She's gonna say something fucking dumb.
Goodbye.
That shit's from another universe. Wait, no, only they can cross to another universe. It's one where they're always right, and we're like, fuck that shit. We know you're wrong, and we know what this universe is, but you keep going to the other universe where you're all right.
I need you to
Because
go.
there's
To
another universe where women are right.
Oh fuck, that's not a thing.
Oh, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
don't want
Alright.
to go there.
No. Can you imagine? I mean, that makes sense. Like when you go to the store, it's like, hey, you're going to the store.
This is going to be the most chauvinistic podcast we've ever
grab
done.
tampons for me and shit. Be like, yeah. Hey, I got beer. Where are my tampons? What?
Oh,
back to that
I slipped into a different dimension.
Back to the universe where I got your tampons and you're not mad at me.
I'll be back.
The movie line, "Hello, Clarice," is from what movie? Hello, Clarice.
Well,
Well,
sounds
it's
a
well, hello, Clarice.
Never said it.
No?
Not at all. Never said hello, Clarice. And
What did he say?
Any incarnation, he never said that. Anything like hello, Clarice. Never happened.
Huh.
Never happened. Yet everybody quotes that movie as
Oh.
hello, Clarice.
Well, I want to pull that one up.
Hold
I gotta
on.
pull that soundbite.
Hold on, wait. No, I don't need all this.
Now,
Hold on, I wanna pull that one up.
what
Hello,
he
Clarice.
did say
Hello,
was
Clarice.
good morning.
Good morning.
He said
Clarice.
good morning.
Okay, cool.
He never said good morning, Clarice. He just said good morning.
Good morning.
Never said hello, Clarice. Head
Oh.
scratcher, eh?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hello, Clarice scene. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm Googling this shit. Sounds of the Lambs.
I will
Hello,
wait.
Clarice. Here it is. Original Hello, Clarice scene.
Celine?
Celine Dion. Damn, I'm in another universe.
Alright, here we
where it
go,
was
here we go.
Celine.
Wait, she was
Where-
not.
no, where we say
What?
Celine.
I thought it was
scene.
Julia
Shh.
Roberts.
Oh, I just proved you wrong. Hello.
Wait, whoa.
Hold on, go back,
Go back.
Go back, bro. Because hold on, where's the microphone? I want this thing to hear it.
I'll find the clip.
Wait, I think.
Hold on. I just found it.
But she says her name.
Dr. Lecter, my name is...
Oh, you're right. He never said it. We're in a different universe. Oh,
Oh
shit.
fuck!
So
and
people-
the phone's in a different.
So wait, I got this. The people studying the Mandela effect never had the internet or copies of Silence of the Lambs. They just told their friends shit, and their idiot friends put
She
shit on
says
the
hello,
internet.
Clarice, and then
He
she
just said hello.
I think,
Clarice.
I
And then she
think
goes,
you're
"Hi,
actually
I'm
right on
Clarice
that
Starling."
one. I think you're actually right on that one. All right, so Queen.
What the hell?
Queen.
Boom skis.
Queen?
At the very end of We Are the Champions, what is the final? We are the champions
We are the
My friend, right?
champions.
But my friend was
of the world,
of the
right? You remember that, right?
world. Yeah.
Never happened.
Hold on, I'm gonna
I
prove
thought it
that
was my
wrong.
friend, though.
Never happened.
Have you actually bothered to look up?
This one I actually did. This one because I was like, bullshit. That's absolutely insane. I looked up that one and the C3PO.
We are the
Champions, my friend.
Of the
Yeah.
world. That's the way I remember it.
we,
Look up, dude. Okay, how many dimensions are we supposed to be in? Because I'm tired, dude. I've been
lyrics.
wondering why
You're
I'm
the champions
so tired.
lyrics. So I'm gonna look up lyrics.
I'm so tired, though.
And the
This makes
last
so
one
much
is,
sense. I'm bouncing through these bitches.
No
Wow.
time for losers. Okay, because in the line before the end, at the end it goes, "We are the champions, no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions." Because before that it goes, that was the end of the song that I just sang. Before that the verse goes, "We are the champions,
okay, we're good.
my
We're good. We
friends."
figured it out.
And then it goes, and then
All right,
and then
next
it goes,
question.
Hold on, and then it goes, hold on.
Let it finish.
No, we're the champions, we're the
No
champions.
time for
No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions
He likes to hear himself sing.
of the world. And then there's one more verse after it. So we think it, because he does the end of the song, and it sort of plateaus there, and that's the climax.
And
Then he goes
does
on to
it again.
reprise.
Freddie Mercury's
He does a
badass.
reprival, whatever you want to. However, oh, should I read a different dimension? Because
Mr.
some
Rogers.
people pronounce it
Mr.
reprival,
Rogers.
and some people pronounce
Well,
it
my
reprival.
dimension, Bohemian Rhapsody is only like 2 minutes.
In my dimension, the movie Bohemian Rhapsody didn't suck.
I enjoyed the movie.
I like the movie.
I like the movie too, but I thought it could have been better. I thought it really could have gone deeper into his shit.
You gotta stop with that brain
And-
thingy.
Mike Myers threw me out a little bit when he did his Wayne's World joke.
Yeah.
That was kind of odd, but
My problem
the
was
movie.
it was fun,
My problem was it was too
okay.
palatable because we wanted to sell it to the Chinese. That was the only reason we made it that palatable and inoffensive, is we wanted to sell it to the Chinese.
Well, my problem with the movie
That was
was
it.
I wanted to see a
Because we need
Freddie
to buy their
Mercury pick. What I
That's why
didn't
movies are
want
getting dumb and
was
safe.
40 minutes of Live Aid. That's what killed the movie. Was they reenacted the entire
Live Aid.
fucking
Live
Live
Aid's pretty
Aid.
dope,
But that
though.
was like the best fucking thing.
And it was poignant. I thought that was the best thing about the movie.
They actually did.
That whole movie
so
was boring
good.
bullshit.
Live Aid was freaking.
Except for Rami
They
Malek.
did, but Live Aid is available for free on YouTube. So
I
if
know,
I wanted
but
to
Live
watch
Aid-
it, I would have
like,
watched that. I
Live Aid
don't want to
was
see Rami
their-
Malek doing Live Aid. I want to see
that
Freddie
was
Mercury.
Their culmination of like
They actually had him lip
done.
sync that.
They had done so much
So was
stuff.
Freddie
but
Mercury
Live
doing
Aid,
Live Aid?
No, he actually
that
sang.
was like
No.
bam.
I watched
That
the
was their
making. He
best
sang.
shit.
Sang a Live Aid
He's-
performance?
He sang.
The Live Aid performance.
The hardest thing on set, he said, was when Brian May showed up and said, "We have never heard you sing. We want to hear you." So they brought him into
Ooh,
studio,
that's cool.
and he had to actually sing for the surviving members of Queen as Freddie Mercury.
Well, in my universe, he didn't sing. He lip synced.
Hey,
Listen.
you know what dude,
Lip
hands
sync?
down,
Past
he
tense?
fucking killed it.
Mr.
I'm just gonna
Rogers.
say, killed it.
It's a beautiful day where?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood?
Day in the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's not a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful
It's always
day.
a beautiful day in the
It's
neighborhood.
a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Okay. Again, you're just... Oh my God, semantics.
This neighborhood, no, a beautiful day
It's a beautiful
in the
day
neighborhood.
in this neighborhood. A beautiful day in this neighborhood. A
No,
beautiful
but-
day in the
It
neighborhood.
should
Okay,
be
question.
a beautiful day in
Who
the neighborhood.
cares?
It should be general.
How many states in the United States of America?
51 territory.
51.
51.
51. If you were to count, there's only 50.
Okay.
There's only
50.
50. There is not
50 in
51.
one
There's a
52.
territory. There should
is
be a state.
50 states. 50 states.
You
Yes.
really said 51?
Well, no, I was joking. I said 50 and
You
50.
did say
so-
51.
I
That
said
was no
50
joke there.
and
You
one
said
territory.
51. You said 51 in a territory, and I said
I said
51.
50 in one territory.
Yeah, 50 in one territory. I'm honestly with that. I meant
50 states in one territory.
maybe. Hold on, I misspoke. I must be in a different universe from myself.
Do you remember?
Oh, I misspoke. I think I just proved all of the Mandela thing. You misremembered or
Fuck.
misspoke.
Fuck.
What did we learn in this episode? We learned that Halloween is
A day.
okay, and that
Consisting of
the
things.
Earth could possibly be flat
Not at
because
all.
we don't have proof,
No,
No, we do. We do have.
And
proof.
women are in a different dimension.
and
Women
that
are in a different dimension.
And then-
one with which they're right. Not this one where they're definitely wrong.
Wow.
and on that note, I'm just gonna say, as I usually do at this point, always leave them wanting